Hey there, G1s. This is iMaster. So, you could probably guess, but I'm pretty new here. As a matter of fact, I'm so new that I'm not even sure if I'm actually a G1 yet. I mean, most sites just use like members or something like that. This whole G1 thing has got me all thrown off. Anyway, there are a lot of videos around this site, like top 10 this or my list of that or whatever. And I thought for my first video, I wanted to come in with a bang, as it were, and do something similar. But I don't want to do a top 10 because everyone does those. So I'm going to be taking things in a bit of a different direction. So, as we all know, Super Smash Bros. Is one of Nintendo's most popular franchises today, and I think it's safe to assume that there's going to be another one on its way in the conceivable future. So what I've decided to do for my list is go through a couple characters and talk about their chances of being in the next Super Smash Bros. Game. So I'm basically basing my observations on trends I've noticed in the past and not too much scientific fact. So I obviously am not saying that any of these predictions are going to be right. They're just based on what I think. So I'm just going to go through a couple characters, and after I've talked about them for a while and why I think they may or may not be in the game, I'll give them a rating. This will be unlikely, possible, or probable, and pretty self-explanatory. Basically describes what I think their chances are of being in the next Smash Bros. Game. So let's get started. Okay, kicking things off with Legend of Zelda. So Legend of Zelda, probably Nintendo's most famous video game series, has given Smash Bros. A couple of characters in the past, but that's basically been limited to Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf in one way or another. I mean, we had Young Link, and then he was replaced by Toon Link, and anyway, so Zelda's a great game, but there aren't really that many characters to choose from. I mean, pretty much the only important ones are those three that I mentioned, and they're already in the game. And Link's in there twice, so what could possibly be left? Well, most of them, well, I've only got three here, really, and two of them are from Twilight Princess. The first one is Midna. So, Midna, subject to a lot of debates. I mean, she obviously has a huge fan base, but how could you actually really put her in the game? I mean, she spends most of her time in Twilight Princess riding on Wolf Link, and then she only shows up as a human once at the end of the game and doesn't really do anything. So, if they were to put her in, how would they do it? I mean, would she be riding on Wolf Link? Would she be able to maybe transform between imp and human like Zelda and Sheik? I mean, I don't know, but it's pretty obvious that Midna's quite popular, and, just kind of a new angle on things. You wouldn't really be able to make her a clone of anyone, unlike Ganondorf, who for some reason is emulating Captain Falcon. Yeah, so, I'm going to have to go with possible on this one. Next up is Zant. So Zant is what you think is the primary villain in Twilight Princess, but it actually turns out to be Ganondorf, and Zant kind of gets shoved to the side. So Zant. I mean, it's painfully obvious that this guy isn't nearly as popular as Midna is. And, I mean, he's Zant. I mean, I personally think that Zant's really cool, but even I have to face the truth, and that's the fact that Zant probably really doesn't have a very good chance. I mean, all he got in Brawl was one trophy, and I don't know, maybe some stickers, I don't care. Anyway, but yeah, it's Zant. Sorry. So before I go on, I just want to mention a quick note, and that's about assist trophies. So on the official Smash Bros. Site, Sakurai, or however you pronounce his name, says, assist trophies allow you to enjoy even more characters who couldn't quite make it as playable fighters. So this to me means that if you have an assist trophy in Brawl, there's a pretty good chance that you might show up in the next Smash Bros. Game. And if you don't, then that kind of hurts your chances. So in the case of Midna and Zant, neither of them had an assist trophy, and that to me makes it a lot less likely that they'll show up as fighters in the next game. So that's going to be one of my main considerations for the following characters. Next up, and last contestant in the Legend of Zelda series, is Vaati. So this guy is, I'm pretty sure, the only villain apart from Ganondorf who's showed up in more than one Zelda game. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. And that makes him kind of a big deal. Unfortunately, he has been noticeably absent in the past Smash Bros. Games. I mean, he doesn't have an assist trophy. He shows up as a trophy in Brawl, but not in Melee. And we've kind of had nothing but silence from this guy. And his last appearance was in Four Swords Adventures. That was a while ago now. I mean, he didn't have a cameo or anything in Twilight Princess. I mean, I'm not surprised, but basically, I think this guy is probably just going to stay in the background. I think he might show up as an assist trophy or something in the next game, but I don't think it's going to be a playable character. Yeah. So, sorry. Alright, moving on to Mario. So, Mario, so far, is the series that has yielded the most characters in Smash Bros. I mean, you got Mario, Dr. Mario, Luigi, Wario, Donkey Kong, Yoshi, Peach. I mean, it goes on. So, I think it's pretty safe to assume that there's going to be at least one new Mario character in the next Smash Bros. Game. The only question is, who's it going to be? So, I'm going to start off with Paper Mario characters. So, Paper Mario has kind of been ignored in all the Smash Bros. Games. I mean, Paper Mario was a trophy in Melee, and that's basically it. They got a couple trophies in Brawl, but they've really been ignored. Which is a shame, because Paper Mario is home to so many good characters. I mean, all of Mario's allies from all three games, well, okay, no, not the third game, because that was just other Mario characters, but in 1 and 2, and then all the villains and all the, I mean, man, so many to choose from. But I think the fact that none of them at all, have been an assist trophy or a sticker or something, like, I don't think their chances are very good. Which again is unfortunate. I mean, could you imagine playing as Count Bleck? Or Dementio? That would be awesome! But I gotta go with the facts, and I don't think it's very likely. Next up is Bowser Jr. Okay, so this guy, he's the coolest kid in the playground. I mean, come on. Could you imagine if you were going to school and there was this guy with a magic paintbrush that could draw holes in the wall? He'd be pretty popular. But, once again, I mean, he's been a trophy, he wasn't an assist trophy, he wasn't mentioned or anything, and he's been around for a while, like, they've had plenty of opportunities to put him in, but they haven't taken them. And the fact that he hasn't made an appearance makes me think it's pretty unlikely that he'll be in there, which again is a huge shame, because you've got Bowser, who's smaller and faster and with a paintbrush. I mean, just as a character, that's a lot of possibilities for a moveset. But once again, nothing, just silence, so I'm going to have to go with unlikely on this one too. And that brings us to the last character in my list of Mario character suggestions. Unfortunately, I'd say that this is the guy with the biggest chance of getting in, Waluigi. So, obviously, my first argument is going to be the assist trophy argument. Wow, sorry for stuttering. Anyway, the assist trophy argument. So, Waluigi was an assist trophy. And considering the fact that his brother, I think brother or cousin or something, anyway, his counterpart Wario was in the game as a character, I'd say that makes it pretty likely that he's going to be in the next one. Particularly since, while a lot of people probably automatically classify Wario as another Mario clone, he's actually a unique character, and that means that Waluigi, even if he was a clone of Wario, would only be like one clone, not like two clones like in Melee with Dr. Mario and Luigi. So I'd say Nintendo's probably going to go for the set, all four overall wearing people. So unfortunately, I think he's probably going to be in it. And while I'm not too thrilled at that suggestion, I will admit that it would be awesome if one of his taunts was whipping out a rose like he did in Mario Party.